Hey guys, this is Zex tonight. Welcome back. We are playing some more Asagao Academy. When we last left off, Hana was a fucking idiot like she is every time. I'm really digging on this background music. I like it a lot. Anywho, fucking stupid Hana. Sighing, I took the uniform off the second uniform off its hanger and slipped it on as my waiting impatiently for me. That's a little weird. Ready to go? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah! Good! Okay. So now it's our second day at school. Just as Mai said, no one paid any special attention to me. Good. Well, that's a good thing, right? Well, there were a few odd looks here and there, but nothing nearly as bad as what I was expecting. The lecture went on, and my anxiety for the most part faded. I took to staring out the window to avoid eye contact. A few boys were out playing on the field playing soccer, sorry. Wait, was that PPG? I scooted closer, trying to get a better look. Yeah, he plays soccer, remember? Hana. At the sound of my name, I leaped to attention. Wow, she's angry. If there's something more interesting outside than samurai death battles, please feel free to enlighten us. You came here to learn, not to contemplate the scenery.
Yes, Miss Shizuka, I'm sorry.
She turned back to the chalkboard and continued her lecture as if nothing happened. A few desks in front of me, a guy sitting next to Brutal Moose turned around and gave me a flashy thumbs up. I made a face at him, unsure of what exactly he expected me to do. I can't identify this person. I did look at the Hidden Block guys as well. Take a look at a couple of their videos. I don't have them completely memorized. I'm sorry. It's hard. It's hard when you just learn about a bunch of people. I don't know. It's difficult. Anyway. Then Ian turned around and socked him on the head. The other guy mumbled something to him, probably apologizing. Ian's eyes slid softly to me for a brief instant. Then he looked away. Were they looking at me because of what happened yesterday, or was there some other reason? I shook my head. There wasn't time for this. I had work to do if I wanted to keep my scholarship. After pages and pages of notes on Japanese history, it was nearly time for lunch. Oh. The lighting changed in the room significantly. Like, it looks like it's like night out there. You're having a late lunch. Okay, everyone is almost free to go. The work tonight isn't so hard, so don't grumble. You should work together to complete it if you have a hard time. Also, you may be aware the Flower Festival is coming up in a week and a half. This news was met with a few cheers and as everyone started to pack up. Since you have the day of the festival off, our first exam will be the day before. There were no cheers this time. Well, at least it's not the day after. That always sucks when it's like teachers want to give you a test like right after. Like, I don't know. Romance is wonderful, believe me, but try not to let this festival distract you, okay? That is all. See you tomorrow. Miss Shizuka flashed a peace sign and winked as she walked out the door. What a weird teacher. Yeah, kinda. I don't know. That lecture was so boring. Mai walked beside me, a tray in her hands. We shuffled through the cafeteria trying to find a seat.
Didn't you say that yesterday?
Probably, but it's true for today, too.
Oh, no.
Hana, help me. I'm gonna die of boredom.
We have an assignment to keep us busy, Mai.
What? We already have work to do.
How did you not hear that?
Mai sighed dramatically and then leaned to the side and rested her head in the crook of my neck. Now's your chance, Hana! Hana, now's your chance! I reached up to pat her head a few times, but she straightened out before I could do it. Hana, you missed your chance! Oh god, Hana, Paul's walking over here. He's looking at you. Does he look angry at you? Why is he coming over here? Do you think he's gonna kick you again? Why would he just like come up and kick? I just imagine just like marches up and like kicks you and runs away. What the fuck? Normal people don't do this. The same Paul who humiliated me last night strode towards me. I instinctively backed away, but he kept coming closer. I'm glad I found you. He didn't look angry at me. In fact, he was giving me an odd lopsided smile. I wanted to make sure you weren't hurt or anything. You ran off before I could properly apologize. I looked down at my feet. It was embarrassing enough that I ran off crying like a little girl, but to know that I made them feel bad was even worse. At the same time, the image of my ruined uniform popped into my head. Perfectly what? I don't know. I couldn't tell whether I was more angry or embarrassed, or whether I was feeling something else entirely. I got you pretty bad, didn't I? I think I ballerinaed too hard. He tilted his head to the side. It's a shame you're not wearing the uniform from yesterday. I like the pink splotches on you. It matched your hair. A steep, sick feeling crawled up from my stomach to sit in my throat. Just kind of like laugh it off. My dumb, stupid hair. Everywhere I went, people made fun of it. I thought the normal boots guys were different, and he was trying to apologize. How could he say something like that to me? I don't know, people don't know you're different. I don't know. Not for the first time. I thought of dyeing it a different color, but I quickly dismissed it. I mean, if it bothers you, then dye it a different color. I mean, I don't know. Paul was waiting for a response. Mai giving me a quick nod as if warning me not to mess this up. Don't mess this up, Hana. I mustered up my best smile, hoping it was at least somewhat convincing.
It's okay. I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Anyway, I'm more than happy to pay for the dry cleaning. Josh, Nick, and I feel really bad about everything. We never made a girl cry before. Not by physically injuring her, I guess.
Thank you, but I was just gonna scrub it in the sink.
Dad and I could never afford things like dry cleaners, so I was surprisingly good at hand washing things. That thing's gonna need more than just hot water and soap, trust me. Especially since you just, left it in a lump in your closet and didn't bother to, pre-rinse it. If you're so good at hand washing things, why do you not know to, get stuff off of stuff immediately? Fucking Hana, you're fucking mess. Tell you what, I have a friend who's a natural with that kind of stuff. I'll ask her to get the stain out for you. Just meet me later, and bring your uniform, okay? I'll try not to kick you this time. Without giving me time to say yes or no, he nodded and turned to leave. He spun quickly back around. I flinched. Are you and, Mai, right? Do you guys have a table? The cafeteria is pretty full right now. You can sit with us if you want, just for today. Yes! Yes, we'll go. Right, Hana? Lunch with the Normal Boots Club? Maybe I really could become friends with them. And then no one would bother me again. Not about my hair or the ice cream incident, right?
Yes, please.
Alright, follow me, ladies. Sorry. Excuse me. He led us to the table. He led us to the middle of the cafeteria where the Normal Boots Club sat with the table all to itself. Yeah. Hey, you found her. You're Hana, right? I nodded, blushing as I took a seat at the edge of the table next to Paul. Mai forced herself between Jared and PBG, and her eyes were only a few sparkles away from forming huge hearts. I don't know how okay that is. You might wanna get that checked out. Real subtle. So Hana, we saw that you were upset and we were all worried. Are you feeling better? PBG looked at me, clearly concerned. See, he doesn't hate you. He wouldn't talk to you if he hated you. My heart was beating against my chest. I wasn't sure if it was because I was nervous or because the sad look on his face made me want to give him a hug. Don't resist that urge, Hana. Don't blow this. Or maybe it was because I was 2 inches away from Paul and only an arm's length away from all the other guys. I tried valiantly to open my mouth. whispers sped around the lunchroom. Look at those girls over there. Who do they think they are? How come they get to sit there? I wish Senpai would notice me. Main characters get all the luck. Suddenly, my thoughts turned dark. Could it be that by getting close to these guys, I was setting myself up as a target instead of getting protection? My thoughts spun in my head. I was suffocating. PBG was still looking at me, even more worried than before.
I'm fine. Thanks for your concern. Don't feel bad. It was my fault for getting in the way. I'm sorry for causing such a scene. I could have controlled myself better.
I hung my head. I wasn't sure how to act around these guys, so I defaulted to extremely polite. My father would have been proud.
Hana.
Hey, Hana, don't apologize. It was Paul's fault, right, Paulie? Nick shoved... It's always like such a huge relief when this fucking Katie did stop. I wish they would all die. Why do they have to exist? I'm sorry. Nick shoved Paul, who looked exasperated. I apologized as best I could, Nick. Give me a break. It was a relief that PBG wasn't staring at me anymore. Almost no one else was paying attention to me or any attention. Shane, however, was still shooting me quick, suspicious glances. It was like he didn't want me there, and I felt uncomfortable.
Hey, Hana.
How do you like it here so far, Hana? I don't know where my brain went.
Good, how about you?
I feel weird, like, giving voices to these guys. I don't know. I've been trying to differentiate, but it probably doesn't come across at all. I don't know.
I like it here, thank you.
Gerard smiled at me, then turned away. I picked at my food. These guys were all wrapped up in their own conversations, and mine was busy preventing hyperventilation from being so close to Jared. I can feel his body heat. Oh dear.
Hey.
You doing okay, Hana? A smiling Satch turned to me. I know we can be overwhelming. You're fine, right?
Yeah, I am, thank you.
I winced.
Sorry, I can be a bit of a wallflower.
No need to apologize. I'm sure we've all been wallflowers before. But that reminds me, the flower festival. He turned to the group, addressing them all. As if on cue, they all suddenly turned to pay attention to him. Who are you all taking this year? Right, the flower festival. Miss Shizuka mentioned it before.
What is the flower festival? No one's explained it to me yet.
Well,
I gave her, like, Francis's voice, I just realized. Hana, you know what, I like Francis a lot more than I like Hana, though. It's basically just a festival. Didn't you have those at your old school? We did have festivals at my old school, but they were basically just 40 kids grouped in one room sharing snacks that they all brought from home. Sounds like it sucks.
We kind of had something like them, but I stopped going.
Really?
Aw, why not? They're so fun.
I really didn't want to answer. There was no way I could say, well, my friends all turned on me, so when I went, people pretended I didn't exist. But Mai was waiting for an answer, and everyone was looking at me.
I'm just not that into that stuff, I guess.
Oh well, maybe you'll like this one more. The flower festival happens all over Japan this time of year, but it's a big deal in Higanbana. That's the town right next to Asagao. I don't know what Higanbana is. Some kind of flower. There's apparently some kind of myth about flowers, and that's somewhat important. Supposedly, the flower of Higanbana was an old man who got lost in the mountains and almost died of thirst. This flower spirit came to him and offered him help in return for his vow to protect her home. He agreed, and she drained herself of all her water so he could drink. The man founded Higanbana to watch over the meadow which he met the flower. Sorry, I didn't understand any of that. In some versions of the myth, the man and the flower spirit fell in love. It's a truly romantic festival. One may hope to find someone with which to make a vow of eternal love, just like the man and the spirit did, to live on and protect the one they love. Jared winked, and Mai swooned. So during the day of the flower festival, there's a lot of walls set up, and you can go and play games and eat food and go flower viewing. Oh, it's like Sakura Matsuri. I went to that last month and I loved it. Anyway, then at night, there's a special medal over by the temple where you can go and watch the flowers. There's a bonfire and dancing. It's a lot of fun. We look forward to it every year. Asagao sells paper flowers in a little booth to raise money for the school. If you have like this super fucking expensive tuition and it's a private school and your school uniforms are like $1 bajillion and like you have to like that. You have to pay for your own cafeteria food, then why do you need to raise money for the school? Legitimate questions. I want the answers to these questions. Anyway, there's usually a big volunteer drive beforehand for people who are good at origami.
Origami, I'm good at origami.
Really?
Really, Shane is too. Maybe you should work together. Cools. Shane gave a tight-lipped smile. Somehow I didn't think that would be why not? You can make it happen. Speaking of, I swear you rejected 10 girls last festival season. I mean, that's nothing compared to me, naturally, but there were so many girls with broken hearts, I couldn't even mend them all. You still hung up on your English girlfriend?
What?
Shane flinched, taken aback, then he shrugged, visibly taken aback. I don't talk to her anymore. Oh, Shane, I just want you to be happy, that's all. He wiped away a fake tear. Shane grimaced. How great it would be if someone asked me. Maybe even if one of the normal boots guys did. I doubted that would ever happen. They were only letting me sit there because they physically assaulted me. That's a good way to get in with someone. I sighed and cut my beefcake with a plastic knife. So, any girls in mind, fellas? Beside me, Mai shifted nervously, her eyes flicking from Jared to her French flies. Her French flies. Just an assortment of insects all over her plate. She looked like a child who had stole several cookies. Jared spread out his arms and raised an eyebrow. A god waiting for names to fall into his lap. I'm thinking of going solo this year, to be honest. Yeah, same. Man, you guys are boring. You are much better, man. I am on another level compared to you guys. I've already got my choice picked out. There's a quiet clattering next to me. Mai dropped her fork. Yeah, I'm sure you have, and it'll probably be a new choice tomorrow. Jared flipped his hair with his hand. You know me so well. There's only time to make so many different girls' dreams come true. I must find the one who's most in need. So it's not even about which one you like, huh? Nope. And you make fun of me. Just then, the warning bell rang. It was time to head back to class. God, let's talk about food and lunch or something. I'm hungry. Everyone got up to talk to their trays. I stood up, overwhelmed with a sudden burst of feeling, and shouted,
Thank you for letting me and my student lunch to you today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks. Hana was having a terrible day, and you guys cheered her right up.
So, see you guys again tomorrow, same time?
Mai tilted her head, eyes twinkling.
Mai, Paul said we could sit with...
Hana, you're blowing it! This is our chance! You're blowing everything! Fucking... it's cool. Paul waved a hand in dismissal, almost dropping his tray with the other. Something like that. The cafeteria is really crowded, and we have extra room at our table. People are just afraid to sit with us or something. Well, we did kick a girl yesterday. Well, yeah. All three of them shrugged at the same time and left, moving in unison like a team of synchronized swimmers. Jared dumped his tray and jogged to catch up with them. As soon as they were out of earshot, Mai took my hands and jumped up and down. God, that piqued my headphones. You did it, Hana! We get to sit at the popular table. I've been trying to do this for 2 years, and you did it in 2 days! She dropped our hands to make a jokingly, I think, angry face. Main characters have all the fun. Well, sorry. Well, we're at a new scene now, so I think that'll be it for this video, but thank you for watching. Hopefully I will see you in the next video, and goodbye to you all, sirs and madams, and everyone in between.